My dad, we had a very weird existence. I was 11, and he was a meat executive. He was like a head of meat. He was a meathead, basically. And he would just tell me sick shit, which is why I became a comedian before I did anything else. We would be in a restaurant, this is true, and he was sitting next to me, and he had a menu, and he said, tonight's specials are cake and cock, and they're out of cake. And I was like, I'm 11. I like cake. They don't have cake? He was a sick guy, really funny, but just said weird stuff. He went through the Depression. He would say jokes like, ask me how I slept last night. How'd you sleep? Like a baby with your mom's tit in my mouth. I'm like, oh my God. I want to be emancipated, you creepy man. I didn't know what he was talking about. He would do dumb things. He said, I read the newspaper today. I think it was a misprint. I didn't know if the guy shot himself or shit himself. Just a walking rim shot, the whole thing. He was a supermarket person, supermarkets. He said that one day A&P was gonna merge with Stop and Shop and be Stop and P. He's not here anymore. How you doing, sir? He told me a joke. This is a really weird joke. I shouldn't share it. Okay, but you insisted. This is an old school joke from the Depression, so this is it. A guy goes into a house of ill repute, which I didn't even know what that meant. I was 11 years old. It doesn't mean nothing. And that's how I talk, it means nothing. And the guy says, what do you have for $1? So that's around this time when this place was built. Now, 20 years earlier, forget the fucking facts, listen to the joke. So this guy goes into a house of ill repute and says, what do you have for $1? And the proprietor, I don't know what proprietor means, he says, I'm 11. He says, go upstairs and make a right and sit on the bed and you'll know what to do. And the guy goes upstairs and sits on a bed and a little door opens up and a chicken comes into the room. This is foul. And we laughed. And the guy, I'm 11, the guy, as my dad tells me, does his business with the chicken. That's fucking nothing to me. I don't know what that does his business. What, you like shaking hands, Willy Loman, you got briefcases? I don't know. And then he says, and then the chicken is disgusted and he leaves. He's angry, that's correct. You know what I'm talking about. Chicken goes away. And the guy goes away and he comes back the next day and he says to the proprietor, I'm 11, I swear to you, I didn't even have a pube. I didn't know what my dad was talking about. Well, I had one pube and I put it under the pillow for the pube fairy to come. And he came on my pillow, which was really bad, but. So the guy comes back and he says, I want my $1 back. And the proprietor says, oh, no, sir, good sir. Because it was much more official. He said, I'll make it up to you. Go up the stairs this time and make a left and you won't want your $1 back. And guy goes, okay, goes up the stairs, makes a left, sits down in a screening room, bunch of guys in raincoats, there's a big curtain opens up and there's a porn thing going on, a bunch of people like at some orgy, and I'm 11, I don't know what anything he's talking about means. And he says, and the guy turns to the guy next to him and says, boy, this is something. And the other guy says, you should have been here yesterday, some guy was fucking a chicken. It's a long way to go. But that's my childhood. And my parents were together for 65 years. She loved him to death. And my mother's still alive. She can hear you right now. She's outside driving around. She is 87 and she still drives. I got her a prescription windshield. So, and I got the first alert. You know that thing where you fall and you can't get up or something? She hits the button and it calls the first people that I want there, which is the caterer. That's specifically a Jewish person's kind of joke. Any Jewish people here? Did you have a coupon? How'd you go about that? You applaud that. That does not help. I'm actually Jewish. I'll be showing you in just a few minutes. We'll bring the jib in close. I call it a jib to show my giblets. I actually have been circumcised 9 times. Enjoy the calamari.